Gazette, he actually won Al Gore, that is, by 500,000 votes. Not 300,000 votes, but 500,000 votes. And sure, we don't care that Billy Rehnquist was once an election thug, as outlined in a column in the Post-Gazette, and now he's an election thug. Reported he won Al Gore, that is, by 500,000 votes. Not 300,000 votes, but 500,000 votes. And sure, we don't care that Billy Rehnquist was once an election thug, as outlined in a column in the Post-Gazette, and now he's an election thug for the highest court in the land. That just doesn't matter anymore. Will you people shut up? This is the Night Talk Healing Party, and we'll be back in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live in Studio B now. It's the Night Talk Healing Party. I've composed myself because the important thing really is to bring everybody together. And in the spirit of bringing everybody together, let's talk to the newly elected Republican Congressperson, Melissa Hart, who was kind enough to come here. And this is her part of her staff. We'll talk to Dr. Friday in a minute. He's a clinical psychologist. And is he really?
Yes. She's healed.
Is she healed?
She's healed. She's healed.
Well, now, how can you help pathetic morons like myself cope with the bitterness of defeat, Congressman-elect Hart?
Well, we'll just spend time with you, talking you through it, and offer our support, a shoulder to lean on when you need it.
And when those partisan people, those bitter partisans come up to me and they say, but John, they stole the election. It was a bitterly divided Supreme Court along partisan lines, and that's just wrong. What do I tell them?
Tell them they're being bad.
They are bad people. That's the spirit, Congressman-elect Hart.
It's time to come together.
Is it really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are there any? Do you want to pick a Democrat and hug them? Like, what about John Delano? John Delano's here. John, come on. John Delano will now hug Melissa Hart in the spirit of bipartisanship. Hey, I don't need to heal. He grabbed her ass. I don't know if you saw that. It was right there. It was on TV. I saw it.
Great.
So that was good. Here's Jeff. Hey, John, how are you, by the way? John, now he's...
that invitation again, John.
John Delano. I'm John Delano.
Well, hey there, hi there, ho there. High atop television hill, it's John McIntyre. With scintillating guests and scintillating conversation. But, George W. Bush won the Electoral College the other day.
Wait a minute, there's a dangerous-looking black man. Oh, my God. I don't even know who that is, but let's get back to Delano.
You know why I'm healing?
Dangerous black man is molesting Sophie.
I don't need to heal with politicians. I need to heal with my wife.
Is this your lovely wife?
We're 30.
Oh, hi.
Nice to put a face with a voice. Yes.
This is the woman that let John, who's a political analyst. Oh, has he been practicing all week?
I've been practicing in front of a mirror trying to get, hey there, hi there, ho there. I can't quite do it.
What do you think of my John Delano imitation?
I think you're very good.
No,
John Delano.
We get a lot of laughs.
But John,
even our 7-year-old cousin imitates you imitating John.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
That's good to know. Now you're hopelessly neutral, but of course at one time you were a Democratic congressional candidate and a chief of staff for a Democratic congressman.
Yeah, that's back in the 80s.
So how can we heal here? I'm still bitter. I'm still angry.
Well, you just can't.
This man and people like him have stolen things.
Well, in politics, there's always another day. And, there's absolutely no doubt that you may be down and under today, but tomorrow you'll be back up on top. And
maybe in 2 years or 4.
Yeah, there's nothing to get upset about, John. Besides which, it's so much fun. You're going to have more fun ridiculing George W. than you ever would have ridiculing Al Gore.
Excellent point. And Mrs. Delano, is he just pretend to be this mild-mannered guy in public and he walks around the house kicking his dog and stuff?
No, he's just a wonderful guy all the time when he's home.
But you weren't all the cash,
That was a very unsubtle thing.
Actually, I thought he was going to be homeless last week, but instead I'm here.
Well, I'm so glad to have you.
Well, thank
Please
you.
hang around and we'll talk, have a more in-depth conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Here is Jeff Habe, a Republican representative.
Thanks for having me. Merry Christmas.
Are you running for Melissa's old state Senate seat?
That's what people keep telling me. Yeah.
No, but you are, aren't you?
I am. I am.
You need her endorsement, don't you?
Well, it would be nice. I'll have to talk to her.
What if you grabbed her? You think if you grabbed her butt right now, that
I couldn't.
What do you think, George? If Jeff grabbed her butt, might they? Might he get the endorsement? All right, watch this. All right. Wait, can you get this?
I am.
You need her endorsement, don't you?
Well, it would be nice. I'll have to talk to her.
What if you grabbed her? You think if you grabbed her butt right now, that
I couldn't.
What do you think, George? If Jeff grabbed her butt, might they? Might he get the endorsement? All right, watch this. All right. Wait, can you get this? Ready? And I'll tell him it was him. All right. Ready? So it's that was him. This is him. He said he wanted your endorsement. He did that. Yeah, all right, but see, it's a way of healing. Humor, it's a way of healing. Look, here's a little Republican girl right here, Amy Marshall.
Yes.
Amy, you're a sore winner. You've been gloating and rubbing it in my face
not.
since this happened.
I do not.
Amy is the producer for Night Talk.
I do not gloat. You're a loser.
How did you? How did you get to be a producer on the hopelessly liberal Night Talk program, being the Republican that you are?
It was a mistake. I was supposed to be on the Hansberger show.
Obviously.
Yes.
And so, but is there any way we can all come together and be nonpartisan and love one another?
I've been trying. We have this holiday healing party. I think that's a step in the right direction. We must heal.
But you're just gloating.
The winner is the winner. And
No, the loser is the winner.
the people have spoken.
No, the court has spoken.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Don't you have any shame?
Very little. Very little.
Well, as long as we've established that, thank you very much. Amy Marshall, lovely Night Talk producer. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this guy. I'm not sure if he's ready to heal. Al Fondi, Teachers Union President Extraordinaire.
We didn't lose.
Yeah, but then how come that chimpanzee is taking the oath of office in a few weeks?
Because the Supreme Court has 5 judges that aren't just.
I understand that, but so how do we get past that? I still want to, blow somebody up with a grenade or something.
Look, you have to take disappointment sometimes. The world will go on.
You think?
Oh, yeah, but Gore did win. He should have won much bigger. It's his own fault he didn't win bigger, and he should have used the president. Why he ran away from the president is absolutely beyond me.
Yeah, they said the same thing about Kathleen Willey.
Very funny.
So, what I'm asking you, I guess, in the final analysis, though, is Mr. Fondi, being a wise Democrat of many, many years, is he a legitimate president?
Well, not really. First of all, he wasn't even a legitimate candidate. I mean, he has about as much right to be president as I do to be a guard in the Chicago Bulls backcourt. He just doesn't have it. I mean, that's been obvious to me, and I'm sure it's obvious to a lot of other people. He'll be a hands-off person. They'll can him and keep him, hide him, and so on. And what are you going to do? That's what it's going to be like Reagan. He doesn't have the depth Reagan had, frankly.
Did you see Representative Jeff Habe pinch the butt of Congresswoman-elect Hart?
No, I did not.
Oh, it was a sight to behold. No, it just happened right over there. Who is this man?
Hi, John.
This is a Republican operative.
Did you see who won the election?
Yes, I did, and then I saw that the other guy got in. It's killing me.
Yes.
This is Brian Obzanka. He produces the Hansberger Show.
If there was
He's a member of the NRA.
If there were as many
He has like a backyard bunker with, canned food and guns.
If there were as many shenanigans going on across the country as there were in Florida, our boy got the popular vote. Plus, exclude New York.
Boy didn't get the popular vote.
Exclude New York City. Bush has the popular vote.
Yeah, right. If we take all the Gore voters and we drown them, then you win unanimously.
Take care, my brother.
Thank you.
Heal.
He's trying to help me heal. Thank you.
Civilized world in there, Gore wins big.
That guy is just a bastard. Just a freaking bastard. Don't you think, Mo? All right, but it's time to heal, right, Al? Who else are we going to heal with around here? There are many, many people, and I don't want to talk to them all at once. You know what I mean? We have mostly politicians. We got some radio guys. Oh, here's the dangerous, the black man that I thought was robbing Sophie. It turns out it's star columnist for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, Tony Norman.
Hey, what's happening, my man?
How you doing, dude?
All right.
Nice hat.
Good to see you again.
Always with the hey now. See what I'm saying? You got to watch this guy every minute.
Hey, congratulations. This is a pretty hip, Christmas party.
Yeah,
Thanks
but
for inviting me.
it's a holiday
Am
healing
I the token guy here? I mean,
No, there's
where's Lou Ransom? Is Lou Ransom here?
I think I never did call Lou.
Oh man.
There's another black guy right there.
Oh, good. I'm building
Calvin, the director guy.
Here. All right. So, what?
I hope people know we're just kidding about that. But
You are? Okay.
I am still very bitter and very partisan and very upset about all of this.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh, are you?
No, I'm not bitter and partisan, but I think that something smells, and so it's time to really, take an accounting of
You
what's
think it's that Jeff
happening.
Habay guy? Because I'm not sure he showered before he came here, the state rep.
Hey, let's not get personal now. But as we all know, democracy sometimes just isn't very pretty. But it's the only system we have, and whatever cliche I can think of right now, I'm going to say. So.
But are you still walking around your room at night kicking your children? And after all, you are known, among other things, for taking a live hamster and killing it by putting it into a freezer. I thought maybe you get so mad at an injustice like this, you'd take a whole, go over to the dog pound, adopt them all, and then kill all of them.
Well, I'm not that upset, but I mean, it is something that we all should think about and take seriously. Disenfranchisement is not pretty.
Ain't it the truth?
Ain't it the truth?
So you have any advice for those of us who can't put our anger aside?
Really, I think we have to. I mean, a democracy has to be flexible enough to take disappointments along with triumph. See?
Sometimes
I'm civic-minded. I'm really civic-minded.
All right.
Let me tell
Do you know what Lynn Cullen said about this? Lynn Cullen, who is so bitter she couldn't come here tonight, literally. She said it started out with a pregnant Chad, but it ended with a miscarriage of justice.
Oh, that's
I know.
Great. That's great. That's great.
That was pretty
Lynn is
kind of gross, but yeah.
Very, very clever.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk to handwriting analyst Michelle Dresbold, Jimmy Krenn of the radio fame, Alan Cox of the radio fame, and Gene Collier of the Post-Gazette fame, and we will hear a legitimate tune from the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir when the Night Talk Election Wounds Holiday Healing Party continues.
Provider of Night Talk is Pittsburgh Limousine. Whether it's for business or a special night on the town, Pittsburgh Limousine is the one clear choice in transportation.
Back live with the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir and the man who assembled them all, Johnny Angel. Johnny, where did you find these people?
These are all the great doo-wop groups of Pittsburgh. We have the Vogues, the Alvinos, we have the Wee Jams, we have Four Reel, we have the Jaggers, we have, who am I forgetting? Four Dots.
The Alvinos?
The Alvinos.
You're not an Alvino, are you?
Right here.
You're an Alvino?
Yep.
Man, I guess I don't know what the hell. But anyway,
Four Reel over here.
And by the way, before we forget, and we'll do it again, you're not just, you just didn't assemble these people just for the Night Talk show. Oh no. There's a cool gig come on.
They called me and they said we got to do something for John McIntyre, and that's why we're here.
No. Well, as long as you assembled them, you decided to do a gig on Christmas, right?
That's exactly right. We do the Pittsburgh Oldies Mass, the 3WS Oldies Mass every year, and this year it features the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir, which we've assembled for Christmas Eve Mass.
Cool, and so we can listen on 3WS?
Yeah, 3WS. It's at Epiphany Church over across from Civic Arena.
But you shouldn't go down there.
Sure, you can come down. More the merrier. And if it's too crowded, listen to us at home. I mean,
cool. Well, would you help us out with some holiday election wounds healing, sir?
We'd love to. We'll help you get through this.
What are we going to hear?
This one's Pray on Christmas.
You voted for Bush, didn't you, you bastard?
Pray on Christmas.
I pray on Christmas that the Lord will see me through. Pray on Christmas He'll show me what to do. I pray on Christmas He'll help me understand. And I pray on Christmas He'll take me by the hand. All right. There you go, baby. Yeah. I pray on Christmas, sweet Jesus, that the sick will soon be strong. I pray on Christmas, sweet Jesus, that God will hear my song. I pray on Christmas, sweet Jesus, that the Lord will lead the way. And I pray on Christmas, He'll get me through another day. I pray on Christmas, I pray on Christmas. I pray on Christmas, He'll get me through another day. I pray on Christmas, All the problems gonna be worked out. I pray on Christmas. Pray on Christmas. God'll show us what love's about. I pray on Christmas. Pray on Christmas. To do your will each day. And I pray on Christmas that I'll be with you in heaven someday. Oh yeah. I pray on Christmas, sweet Jesus, oh, that the sick will soon be strong. I pray on Christmas, sweet Jesus, that my God will hear my song. I pray on Christmas, sweet Jesus, that the Lord will lead the way. And I pray on Christmas, He'll get me through another day. He's got to get me through another day. Yeah. Get me through another day. He's got to get me through another day. Get me through another. Pray on Christmas. Oh yeah,
And ladies and gentlemen, the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir, I feel almost completely healed now. Here is handwriting analyst Michelle Dressbold. She's been on the show. She analyzed Gore and Bush's handwriting in early episodes of Night Talk. I believe you said that Bush was some sort of psycho killer.
No, I was not. But I did say, Gore would get more votes.
Yes, you did.
And I thought that meant that he would win.
Isn't that a kick in the head?
Right, a kick in the head. But I don't know if it was right or wrong. He did get more votes.
So are you healed or are you bitter?
I was very bitter.
Yeah?
And now...
And then you came here.
Then I came here and I'm healed.
And now you're ready to French kiss a Republican.
Not quite. Not quite.
How about Al Fondi? He looks pretty good over there.
Yeah, he's hungry.
Yeah.
No.
Well, so Michelle, is there anything, if his handwriting changes in any way, shape, or form? Are there things do people after they occupy powerful posts suddenly write with more authority or something?
It would be interesting to see now if Gore's handwriting has changed or Bush's handwriting has changed.
Right, Gore's might be more like droopy and mopey.
Right, droopy and going downhill, and Bush
be like, woo, I'm going to get me an intern. Yeah.
Right. So it would be fun to see if their handwriting actually has changed, but I'll have to write to them and get their handwriting.
Will you hang around?
I'll hang around.
Okay, because we'd like to talk to you later. Here's three luminaries of the pop culture in Pittsburgh: Alan Cox of WXDX and on Q, Jimmy Krenn, DVE legend, Gene Collier, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette legend. Are you guys bitter? Merry Christmas to you. Are you? I forgot to say.
We were over here testifying because we didn't know that was a choir. We thought you guys had a casting party for The Sopranos or something. So these guys are awesome. We're very.
Oh, I thought you were saying testifying like it's some healing, some old-time gospel rally.
Yeah, your choir. Yeah, we were all over here testifying.
You were actually blind before you got here, weren't you?
I was, yes, and now they maketh me to see.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ellen and I are very impressed. The choir, very talented they are, and it's not every Christmas that you get a choir, or at least half. Where Jimmy Hoffa's buried, which is nice. This is a healing party, and I just want to tell you, John, I know how you feel about George W.
Yeah.
So I want to.
Chimpanzee, don't you know?
Yeah, I know you don't like him. And to heal, I made this keychain for you, man.
Oh my goodness! Can we get a shot of that?
I want you to carry it with you all year long, and I don't want you to put any keys on it because George W. got his keys taken away from him after his second DUI. So in his honor, I want you to have.
That's really nice of you, Jimmy.
He's got an extra R for you if you're a big Geddy Lee fan. So just keep that in mind too.
Gene Collier, as I recall, you were one of the first ones who helped convince me early on when I was unfortunately being critical of Mr. Gore's stiffness that no, he's a smart guy. He's the guy. You went and convinced me. You were absolutely right as usual.
Well,
and now we live with the bitter disappointment.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of emails from people who really fear for my health. They're wondering if I'm going to make it through this. And
so you are bitter.
They detected that I was very bitter, but I'm actually okay. What I'm really worried about is that people will not keep sending me the nasty emails I get. I get about 100 a week, and I like them. And I look.
Did they threaten you with bodily harm?
No. They just threatened me with being dumber than GW, if such a thing as possible.
That is low.
And I just want to thank you for having me because I'm trying to get that balloon thing going, like the Three Stooges have behind their head.
Yeah.
And
how did that go, though? I can't remember the routine exactly.
I had a face painted on it.
Oh, okay.
But I think this will do.
And so do you have any advice for those of us who are bitter and need to heal?
Yeah, you just kind of have to get over it. You do. Yeah, it's like you're at a football game and you know they made the wrong call and the wrong team won, but it's over. That's it. That's all. Nothing
like
you can
when
do
the
about
Steelers got screwed on that Thanksgiving Day coin flip thing.
Exactly. It happened. That's it. They called it.
Do you guys have any final thoughts on how we can all come together and not freaking hate each other?
You think that Saddam Hussein, who probably was almost healed, got the word, hey, you know, George Bush is president. I think he did like a Danny Thomas spit take. What?
He looks like Danny Thomas a little when
he does. With the heavy mouth.
Alan, any thoughts on...
Gore in 04, man. I got nothing else. Gore in 04.
And a Merry Christmas, too,
Hey, same to you guys. Please hang around. Because, you know, some of these guys, they just get on TV and they hit the road. But not these guys. These are my real friends. What the hell time is it? It's time for a break. When we come back, the man of the hour, a man who undoubtedly was offended by the Praying for Christmas song, Dr. Cyril Wecht, who is now getting legal advice from Jimmy Ecker. Apparently he's in big trouble. Back in a moment on the Healing Party.
Night Talk is sponsored in part by Highfield Open MRI, the strongest open magnet in Pittsburgh.
We're live in the Night Talk Holiday Healing Party, and before we get to Dr. Wecht and all the other incredible luminaries, you're going to hang around, aren't you, Cyril? Yeah. Johnny, what are we going to hear? Because we need too many bitter partisans still in the room, clearly. We need some more holiday healing stuff.
You're right. You're right, John. This is...
Look at all these bitter people.
We're going to do a gospel song called Mary Had a Baby.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are there if there's anybody in the audience of other faiths who are offended, is there anything we should tell them? You got some Jews in the choir, don't you?
I say join in. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Join in with us.
All right, good. All right, great. Fire away.
Mary had a baby. 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 My Lord. What did she name him? My Lord. What did she name him? My Lord. What did she name him? What did she name him? What did she name him? My Lord. She named him King Jesus. She named him King Jesus. Named him King Jesus. Named him King Jesus. Named him King Jesus. My Lord. Where was he born? My Lord. Where was he born? My Lord. Where was he born? Where was he born? Where was he born? My Lord. Born in a manger. 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 My Lord.
The Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, still to come at the Holiday Healing Party, Sophie Masloff. But right now, and I'll talk to you in a minute, sir, Dr. Wecht is here along with Jimmy Ecker and Edgar Snyder, for crying out loud. Good to see all of you.
We're going to sing a little dreidel song here.
Go right ahead.
A little dreidel. We made it out of clay. Yeah, I need my granddaughter to sing that right now. All right. Yes.
That's right.
And
equal time,
You'll
John.
be
That's
from the ACO.
aren't you going to introduce the lovely woman behind you?
Donna Murphy.
Hi.
Donna, how are you?
I'm just great.
Did you change your hair since the last time I saw you?
A little short.
quarter.
I thought, all right. But it wasn't a different color?
It may have been.
All right, never mind. I'm too much LSD.
John, right?
All right. All right, so, as you know, Cyril...
I faxed you over an article?
Yes, you did. He faxed me over an article brilliantly dissecting the U.S. Supreme Court decision and talking about what a complete farce it is.
And it was Jeffrey Rosen, a great legal analyst in the New Republic. I recommend that reading to everybody.
So since we was robbed, what do we do about it now?
Well, obviously nothing is going to be reversed. But what I am truly, fervently praying for...
Except maybe evolution, because I think we're getting back to the chimps now. The chimps are be running things now.
Well, I do want to see a recount by the New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, Miami Herald. I hope that they will really get together, form a consortium, although any one of them has sufficient money, together certainly enough, and do a recount.
But won't the Republicans say, they used the wrong standard, blah, blah, blah?
Say that. Whatever residual legitimacy there is to this Bush presidency will be essentially wiped out when it is shown, as it undoubtedly will be demonstrated, that Gore won the vote.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
But,
it's not going to reverse things, but it will show.
But will it actually do us damage, because we need to heal now?
Well,
bipartisanship.
Bipartisanship. Well, you know what? As long as the average American has the Super Bowl and sitcoms to watch and so on, he's not going to be too disturbed. Life will go on, right?
Absolutely.
They're not going to be too bothered. In all the third world countries of the world, there would be revolutions on the street.
Yes, including the third world country of Chad.
In all of the, that's right. In all of the Western European democracies, parliamentary democracies, there would be a re-election, right? It's only in America, literally, just think about that. It is really fantastic to contemplate that this kind of thing could only remain in place in the United States of America, nowhere else.
Yeah, you don't have the highest court in the land stealing the election for anybody in the other countries.
No, you don't. No, you don't, John.
But it's better than tanks.
Yes. No, I'm not advocating revolution. But look, here you are. You're retaining your job, right? You haven't been fired yet so far. Yeah. That's right. We'll see where we go from here.
Hey, Jimmy, what do you think? Are you bitter?
I agree with everything the man said, because I've never won an argument with him yet. So I will agree with whatever Dr. Weck says.
Obviously, the problem there is that they had that, that lightweight David Boies, and they didn't have you down there.
I agree with that. Myself or Edgar.
And you and Edgar.
No. They called us, but both of us were busy at the time. That's why they hired David Boies. I think that's probably true. They didn't call. I'm joking.
Couldn't have let one ambulance go by and just...
Now you know my wife's going to get upset with you.
I'm just kidding, Mrs. Snyder.
Just kidding.
I think you should get an hour equal time on that one.
He has his own program here, doesn't he?
He does. You have your own PCNC program.
My own program, yeah. On Wednesday.
You don't need this low-rent crap.
No, I'm going to have you on my show, John, and I'm going to give a chance to get some really good opinions from you about the law.
I don't know anything about that.
You just talk the truth. That's all.
All right. Well, I'll make it up. All right, you guys, stay unbitter.
Have a good New Year.
You too. Hey, hang around if you want. We'll talk to you again later. And it is time to take another incredible break. When we come back, Bobby O'Connor and Tom Flaherty, Danny Honorado, and Sophie Masloff. It's the healing party, and all the Democrats are spitting blood. Back in a moment.
Night Talk is sponsored in part by a basket of Pittsburgh. Give someone the gift that says Pittsburgh.
Back live at the Holiday Healing Party. Dave in the control room, could you take Mo's camera right now? Because I want to show everybody how Al Fondi is doing his best to heal his own wounds. You can heal wounds with love. You can heal wounds with comfort. And Dave, can you take that shot of Mo's camera right now? And you can also, as you can see, heal wounds with nutrition. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no better way to recover from evil elections that have been stolen from you than to just stuff your face until you can't take it no more. And that's what I'm talking about. Back live here now with these guys who have chosen to drink themselves into silliness rather than... let me, since he's the council president, I should probably go to Bobby O first.
At least we have one president in the Democratic Party now.
Yes, congratulations, Mr. President.
I've been there for a long time.
So, Bobby O, are you bitter here?
No, I think, they stole the election, but why be bitter? And I went up and voted. And,
you were an elector.
I was an elector. It was very, very official. We elected, we wrote it in, you had to handwrite it. And we got 23 votes. Honest Democrats voted. We didn't stuff the ballots. We didn't punch it. We just wrote it in real clear and plain. And then.
Now, what's your advice for all of the people who are still bitter like me who can't get over this in order to heal and relax?
You go out and get drunk on Christmas Eve and have a good time, and you'll be over. And then 4 years from now, get out and vote. And
I think Bob just got like 1,000 votes for mayor with that advice.
There you go. Got all those Iron City drinkers out there to vote.
You're running for mayor, aren't you?
We're looking at it very hard. Yes, we'll be making an announcement very soon. It might be on your show, John.
What do you mean might be? Why don't you just definitely make it on the show?
That's a good idea. I'll have to talk to my advisors. Tom, what do you think?
This is the lovely Eileen from Tom Flaherty's office. But City Controller Tom Flaherty, you were over at the mayor's Christmas party, so how could, you were supporting the mayor instead of Big Bob?
Hey, John, it's healing time, like you say. This is season. In fact, I wore my multicultural healing tie just for this show.
Really?
It can be Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. It has all the colors in it there.
This is the first time I've ever seen you out of pinstripes, come to think of it.
Well,
usually it's the gangster look.
I'm being very circumspect and modest and very humble. Healing,
Okay.
So nice, solid blue. You can't.
Just lovely.
Can't offend.
You're looking lovely tonight. So are you, Eileen. Danny Honorado, County Controller, Watchdog. Are you bitter?
Not at all. You know why? It was like a poker game. Our best hand was the Supreme Court of Florida, and they trumped us with the Supreme Court of the United States.
They had the royal freaking flush, didn't they?
I have something for you. When you feel bad, just think, recount 2004. That's all you got to tell yourself.
Wait a minute. You mean we're not even going to win right out in 2004? We're going to have another recount?
2004 is our count. We have a chance again.
I'm with you.
And again, remember, they had the best hand. Yeah. They have 5 on the Supreme Court. That trumps everything.
But it's just you're not bitter?
Can't be bitter. It's over. You move on. Get ready for the next race.
All right, I'm going to work on it. I swear to God. Hey, Sheriff Pete DeFazio, providing security here for us.
I want to know one thing. That's why I got her. I want to know who's going to leave first, Bill Green or Tom Flaherty?
Do they still hate each other, don't they?
I want to know who's leaving first.
You got to get Bill Green and Tom Flaherty to hug one another, the Democrat and the Republican. Maybe a little kissy face. What do you think?
I don't know. That's a good idea.
Do you see any likely candidates who might just bust out and be a threat to security here tonight? I mean, Sophie's looking kind of dangerous.
Yeah, no, Sophie's all right.
All right.
She's all right. She's hanging in there.
All right. Well, can I talk to your brother? Sure. Jumpin' Johnny DeFazio.
Democratic president here.
Yeah, and the president of the county council. And your lovely glasses. I'm glad to see you wore those, the trademark glasses.
Only because you're here tonight.
All right. So are you bitter, John? Come on. You must be walking around punching the wall.
I'm the only truthful person here. I'm not bitter, but I feel bad because it was a job done on this guy.
We was robbed.
Robbed big time. But your kids and their kids' kids will have movies about this. When they count them all, you'll see who won. Gore won, but we're going to have to live with it for now.
I was hoping to get Mr. Roddy here tonight and have you guys hug, but he was like unavoidably detained or some crap.
No,
he lost his top picker status. He's still bitter.
He's still bitter. Well, his side won.
I understand that. All right, well, thanks for coming, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Sophie Masloff is here, but you know what?
She is here, John.
Yeah, she is right there. Oh, what the hell? I'll get her now. Mayor, how are you? Thanks so much for coming tonight.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here, of course.
Are you bitter as hell like me? Do you feel like taking somebody's head off?
Absolutely.
Finally, an honest answer.
Absolutely. I got a couple candidates.
Really?
That I could.
Who do you want to wrestle with? That Missy Hart? She's one of them.
Well, I'm not going to pick on anybody bigger than me. It's got to be somebody.
Oh, all right. That's a good point. Missy might be able to take you. Yeah.
Find me a small guy.
Bill Green. I bet you can take Bill Green in 30 seconds.
Could be.
Hey, Jimmy Crenn. This is every time we do a live show, we end up having Jimmy Crenn imitate Sophie. And then, so let me ask you, as Sophie, Jimmy, any advice for healing, and getting over the bitterness?
Any advice?
Yeah, as if you were Sophie Maslow.
Oh, as if I was
nudge,
Sophie.
Nudge, wink, wink.
I get the honor of doing the impression.
I would say everybody just pray and say thank you very much for everything. Well, now you know I wouldn't say that. No.
What'd you say?
I'd say you robbed us.
You would say.
I wish Al had a brother Jeb to hand him the election. That's a good point.
Thank you.
An absolutely good point.
Always good seeing you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, lovely to see you both. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk to some Republicans here and stop being so bitter and partisan, don't we? But none of them showed up. Bastards. All right, it's the Night Talk Holiday Election Wounds Healing Party. Back in a moment with more Johnny Angel and the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir, and we'll talk to Mean Bill Green, among other luminaries. Stay with us.
The official transportation finder of Night Talk is Pittsburgh Limousine, the one clear choice in transportation.
Johnny Angel voted for Bush, but he doesn't gloat. He's a fine man, unlike some of the rest of these. But it's healing. We're healing, Johnny. Aren't we healing?
It's nice. I can feel it coming back. Everything's nice.
You guys feel any healing going on? We sang a couple of Christmas tunes, but now we're going to do a doo-wop tune. Am I correct?
Since we're the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir, I think it's only appropriate that we do a doo-wop.
And what is the name of it?
This is called Morse Code of Love. Pittsburgh is called Dit Dot.
Oh, all right. Well, we need some love.
All right, this is a
Dit
love
Dot.
song.
All right. Johnny Angel and the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Choir, ladies and gentlemen.
Baby, come on to me. I send my baby a telegram, ask her to be the man. I'm begging her to come back home to me. Well, I dotted the I's and I crossed the T's, and I'm begging pretty please, honey, honey, come back home to me. Yo. Baby, I want your love. Baby, I need your love. Honey, honey, come back home to me. Got to have your love. Can't live without your love. Honey, honey, come back home to me. Well, I made mistakes, so yes, that's true. The biggest one I made with you, telling her to baby, come home to me. Well, I thought that you would understand. I'm not a woman man, not anymore. So baby, come home to me. Baby, I want your love. Baby, I need your love. Honey, honey, come back home to me. I've got to have your love. I can't live without your love. Honey, honey, come back home to me. Baby, come home to me. Baby, come home to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back, baby, come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back, baby, come back to me.
The Night Talk Healing Party continues. Here's Dr. Wecht again. Hey, Doc, what do you think of this sniveling little Mean Bill Green behind you, that Republican guy?
Bill, I think, is a very good political analyst. What has he got to say about the Rehnquist court? Where is Bill?
Let's find out. Hey, Bill. Hey, Cyril wants to know what you have to say about the Rehnquist court.
What's wrong with the Rehnquist?
Face the cameras you got.
What's wrong with the Rehnquist court?
Oh, you can say Melissa.
Which one do you think will retire first, Rehnquist or O'Connor? They're both now ready to ride off into the sunset back to their Arizona desert farms.
I think Stevens, and I hope so.
You think Stevens will go first?
He's 80.
Oh, no, he'll retire.
She's 77.
I think the three of them are definitely going to retire.
Yeah, I do too.
I
think she becomes the first. I think she'll be easy to replace.
The more important question is, do you think they'll be able, the Republicans, to get through another Scalia through the U.S. Senate?
We should be so fortunate, Cyril.
You have no shame about stealing the election at all, do you?
I have no shame about. I don't have any shame about 5, which is the majority. Is the majority, is it not? It rules as if it was 9. Who ruled in the favor?
You'll be sure after the New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, Miami Herald get together to do some recounting
right now.
You make sure that Bill is on the program.
But you know, Souter and Stevens all voted in the minority, as did the two Democrats. So it was a bipartisan minority, wouldn't you say? So I don't think it was a partisan.
What is your advice for us to heal, Bill? Heal. We need healing.
Ones like this.
We all have mother tongue.
Oh, we can't leave this so much, guys. Chris Marchand, you're the chief of staff for Kristen Holt.
Hart. We're just the director.
You have to steal election. She actually won.
We had a pretty clear man. 59.
So how did you trust your which one and the one which is?
Well, actually, Bush came district well. It was a pretty bipartisan victory district.
But I'm just going to
I think Bush did a job, and I think Gore did a job.
You think the chimpanzee?
Of course not. It's the second largest in the country.
No, it's amazing.
Come on.
I give you this. Hey, wow, you healed?
Oh, I had him. So there was no okay.
Woo, or how? Republican. Here's Martino. I'm saying you're talking some. Oh, we so that if anybody had a line, slow down a little. Fortunately, tempered risen level.
Well, I know because I don't know anything about it.
Oh, come on. Please. So are you all healed? Anyway, you don't want to get on. That's what this place is all about.
Yeah, I just want to see it was good.
I
know you're going. I'm glad to know it.
I'm going. All right, I want to be on your regardless of, he's much too tough to. Here's Dr. Paul Friday. He's a clinical psychologist at UPMC Shadyside, right? Right. And if there's anybody who can heal us, it's Dr. Friday.
All we have to do is reframe, John. I had a good
reframe. What are you saying? Their camera shots aren't any good?
Here we go. No, reframe it. I had a good friend, Rolf Larson, who told me a very wise thing many years ago. He said he was a Supreme Court justice in Pennsylvania, and he said people would come to him looking for justice. And he said if you want justice, you go out into the halls of justice. If you go into a courtroom, you get law. And he turned to me and he says, Paul, there's justice, and it just is. You got to let go.
So we have to accept a defeat, even if it's theft.
Well, perception is reality, I think, is the second chapter. And if that's what you perceive, people will perceive their world the way they need it to be, John.
So are you ever in the middle of some of this psychological mumbo-jumbo psychobabble, and somebody comes up to you and just, tries to strangle you, because they can't take it anymore?
They do. And I said, well, suicide's better than homicide.
You have a little clever saying for everything, don't you, Doc?
Go yourself. Leave me alone.
All right. Well, if you say so. All right. Thank you, Dr. Friday. Here's the lovely Diana Wentz. We haven't talked to you yet, have we?
No, I don't believe we have, John.
What time is it? It's getting late, but I want to know from you, Democrat extraordinaire, whether you're going to be bitter for many, many years or whether you're going to be able to get over it.
I am very much looking forward to 4 years of the Quayle administration to see what goes on. I'm not healing. I'm not letting go.
No. I'm
bitter.
You're very bitter.
I'm not. If I'm bitter, then you're bitter.
I'm very bitter. I admit I'm bitter.
Smiling. How am I possibly bitter?
Nancy, you're in play.
Get over yourself. I do not. I'm looking forward to the Quayle administration.
All right. You'll come back on the show, won't you?
Oh, sure.
We can lose Rob.
Not all the faults. Of course we can do that. And Rob, not.
Years of ritual.
Absolutely.
Oh, you can't beat that. Let's take a break, shall we? Interrupt it. He'll hurry up in just a moment. We're watching Night Talk on the Cable News Channel because you obviously have nothing else to do. Ladies and gentlemen, in the remaining moments of the holiday healing party, Lynn Cullen said it best. It started with a pregnant Chad, and it ended with a miscarriage of justice. But now, all Democrats and Republicans have to have sex again to try again. So go out tonight, celebrate holidays, have lots of sex. It's the only way I know to heal. For everybody here at the Cable News Channel, have a swell holiday.